Hi, I'm Susan, an art teacher, painter, and what I like to call a creative awakener. I love to paint and I love to teach others to paint. And today I'm painting in plein air, which simply means to paint outside. And we are at a beautiful home in Brentwood, Tennessee. It's a historic home, and I believe it's called Granbery, but I'm going to do some research on that and figure it all out. I have done some research on the history of the property, and it's pretty cloudy as to what's fact and what is speculation. But I want to show you some of these places and let you see what we'll be painting. So here we are at Granbery. A historic home built in, according to the Tennessee Historic Commission, historic overlay application, either in 1830 or 1800. These steps, and we're coming into the side of the property, and this beautiful log cabin, which has been restored. It even has air conditioning. I don't know if you saw that. But this home is recently been purchased by the Barnett family, and they are renovating the house. This log cabin was moved here in the 1920s, so it is not original to the property, but it is a historically old cabin. Here is what I assume is the west side of the house. Looks like it's had several additions added to it over the years. And behind me, I believe, is the smokehouse. So according to the Historic Commission application, Granbery was either built in 1800 by John Alford or 1830 by James May. The name Granbery comes from a gentleman who bought the house in 1909. Look at these trees. I don't even know what they are, but they're huge. I'm so happy the storm didn't get them. We had a tornado come through back in March. I'm gonna get in the shade here so you can see this one. This is a magnolia. And it goes up forever. And here we have the front of Granbery. So beautiful. I've got several friends painting with me today. They're around on the side, set up. So enjoy this video, get your paints out, and get ready to watch another painting demonstration and lesson in plein air. Hi, welcome back. We have set up here at Granbery, and I'm currently working on the thumbnail sketches and the underpainting. And I did two this morning. One was in the portrait position and one in the landscape position. And I like them equally, so I chose to go with the portrait position. And you can see, I'm gonna back up a little bit. You can see where I have, sorry about that, gone ahead and painted the underpainting and blocked in the basic shapes. The sun keeps going in and out, and it's pretty windy here. I see now where some light is that I need to go in and pull out my lights using a paper towel with a little water on it. And then I'll be ready to move on to the next step. Now, what you cannot tell from this video is this morning the sun
was a little bit more overhead than it is right now, and the eaves were casting a really dark shadow onto the side of the cabin. So we had a nice dark shadow and a very light piece in the sunshine. One thing that's very frustrating with painting in plein air is that the sun constantly moves on you. So you have to paint quickly, and that's something I did not do today. I have lots of friends and students who wanted to join me, and so we did a lot of chatting, and we've even had lunch already, believe it or not, and I haven't even gotten any further on my painting. But I do have reference photos that I've taken, and I'll probably finish this one in the studio. But I want to paint from the pictures that I took this morning that match my underpainting. It's really better just to stick with one from one light source. And thank God that we only do have one sun, one light source. But the fact that it's moving is one of those challenges that all plein air painters paint. Now, most of my friends and students who were with me this morning have already gone on to other appointments. It's later in the afternoon now. In fact, you can see most of the side of the cabin is now in shadow, except for that one little piece on the chimney along the edge. And if I go this way, you can see the back side of the cabin is also in sunlight, but that was out of my frame. But we still have here with me Diane and Barbara, and I'm going to show you what they've been working on. So plein air just means painting outside. I was painting my underpainting in acrylics, but I'm going to paint the painting itself in water-soluble oils. The last time I painted outside, the wind was blowing so much that my acrylics were drying on me on the palette, and so I was having a hard time getting everything roughed in the way I wanted it. So today I did acrylics on the underpainting, but then I was going to switch over to oils, which I'll probably now do in the studio. And then Diane here has been painting with her travel journal and her travel watercolor set. Now, I just ran to the car to grab her other travel journal because this travel journal, because this is the one I thought she was working in, and it's not. So her painting of the cabin is in another travel journal in the car. This is the one that she took with her to the Athenaeum when we were there last September. You want to show it to us? I happen to love this particular journal as well. The decollage to the paper is lovely. The handmade cover is lovely. And that's some more things that she's been working on. And then show them your watercolor set. So when Diane goes to paint, all she really needs is this set, which comes with a brush in there, plus the paint. So all she really needs is her watercolor journal and maybe some water to wash her paintbrush. She can stick that in her pocket or in a tote bag and she's ready to go. I, on the other hand, have a small truckload full of supplies here with a French box, a backpack, and assorted other things that we need. And the backpack is very heavy, but of course I've got water-soluble oils in there, traditional oils, and acrylics, and that's something you don't need to do. You really just need to pack exactly what you need and nothing else. And then Barbara over here has gotten very smart, and she brought a collapsible wagon so that it would carry all her supplies, and she is painting in oils, I believe.
Acrylics.
Oh, in acrylics. I'm sorry, she is in acrylics.
She's painting.
But isn't that lovely? That's a wonderful job, Barbara. I regret that while we were having lunch, I didn't have my camera in my hand, and we heard this horrific noise, and we all looked up to see the flyover from the Blue Angels. And I'll have to post a photo of that, but they came right over the house here in perfect formation. It would have made a great video. even a great photo, but I didn't have my camera. I'm having to borrow a photo from a friend in order to show it to you. But they came to Nashville today to honor our healthcare workers during the COVID-19 crisis. So here we are set up at Granbery in the South Lawn. Enjoying this lovely day.